but there is a point at which the balance starts to generally swing the other way. You have opened out enough of the inner wounding and enough of the outer impacts that you can actually start to breathe, have more energy, more flow with life. And for many of you, what it will actually do is it kind of, it's that strange descension process. People often ascend out of the body into spirit, into meditation, in order to widen their energy field when this part of them feels small and dented. So they widen, I've got some relief, I'm living magically, and then you start to come back into the body, because as you start to open out and heal, life calls you back. The earth calls you back. Now that doesn't mean the earth is calling you back to make you interested in politics. You know, you might come back to the earth and go, I'm not interested in looking at any of that stuff. That's not for me. That does not feel true to me. And I've checked, and I don't just feel like I'm in denial or I've got the blinkers on or I'm pushing it away. I'm just not feeling good when I engage with that stuff. However, I'm here for the trees. I'm going to be a tree surgeon, or I'm going to be with trees on a grounded daily level. There are so many aspects and dimensions of reality on the planet that we can engage with. And yes, unless you're living completely off the grid, there is a certain level of society that all of us are engaging with. We're part of that grid to some degree. But over the coming years, even though there is this sense of, if you like, control rearing its head, and conflict rearing its head, the thing that the Z's keep talking about, and I've heard it so many times in so many different ways at different live events now that it's really landed in my body as an awareness. They talk about these coming years are going to be years for mavericks and for pioneers. And the control that you fear is not as exercisable as people are afraid it is. And especially if you're somebody who's aware of the energy of control. It's like being aware of the playground bully. You know, unless you're a masochist, you then tend to find ways to avoid the playground bully as much as you can. And sure, one day maybe you get caught in an area of the playground where something's kicking off and doesn't feel good and you can't get out of it as quickly as you'd like to. But then you learn from that and you stay away again. A lot of you, both in your work and in your lives in the coming years, are going to be needed in a way that will be fulfilling.